it? Travel infected? Income infected? Yeah, I want this!
Can I use PayWave?
Sure. Sorry, sir, decline.
What? It's impossible! 10 ringgit!
Digital banking face threats like phishing, malware, SIM swapping, fake apps, man in the middle, and data breaches. Phishing tricks user into giving info, malware silently steal data, SIM swaps hijack OTP, fake apps steal login details, man in the middle attack intercept data on public Wi-Fi, data breaches leak massive customer info. These threats evolve fast. Awareness and caution are key to staying safe online.
So, what are the famous digital banking threats? The first one is phishing. A cyber attack that tricks users into revealing sensitive information by pretending to be a trustworthy entity. The second one is malware. Malicious software designed to harm, exploit, or steal data from systems.
Globally, cybercrime in digital banking is rising fast. In 2024, cybercrime costs surged by 33% from the previous year. Mobile banking malware affected nearly 2.5 million users, and phishing attacks accounted for 60% of fraud attempts. In Malaysia, cybercrime caused financial losses totaling 1.22 billion in 2024. Local banks were hit by 81 cyber attacks, with 57% involving malware, phishing, or ransomware. To address this, Bank Negara Malaysia (BNM) introduced stricter digital regulation in August 2024.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Welcome to our segment. Here we bring you insights on digital banking and cybersecurity. Today, we have with us an expert from the bank's cybersecurity team, here to share valuable knowledge on protecting your online banking. So let's begin with the first question. How do banks protect their customers from these threats?
Alright, for these questions, banks use a multi-layered approach, which includes encryption to secure data, two-factor authentication to verify users, and a real-time fraud detection system to flag suspicious activity. Many banks also monitor logins and transactions for unusual patterns.
Alright, we hear the answer. So let's go for the second question. If a customer falls victim to a phishing attack, what immediate steps should they take?
Okay, the first thing is to contact their bank immediately to report the incident and freeze any compromised account. Then they should change their password, especially for online banking and any connected services. It is also important for them to run a full antivirus scan on their device to detect malware and report the phishing scam to the authorities.
That's a good answer we hear. So let's move on. Are mobile banking apps safer than using banking website on a computer?
Yes, because in most cases, mobile banking apps are safer if they are downloaded from trusted sources like official app store. These apps often come with built-in security features like biometric logins and device-based encryption. Browser on computer also can be more vulnerable, especially if the system or antivirus software isn't updated. But ultimately, both platforms can be secured if they are used properly.
But I recently came across a forum discussing cybersecurity in digital banking.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Welcome to our forum on cybersecurity threats in digital banking. I am Nur Amira Shazwani, your moderator for these sessions. Right now, we are fortunate to have two knowledgeable panelists that will be joining us today. First, let me introduce our first panelist is Ms. Dara, a dedicated police officer specializing in cybercrime investigations. And for our second panelist is Miss Naziatul, which is a bank representative. Let us begin with our first questions today, which is for Miss Naziatul, our bank representative. What are common mistakes users make that put their digital banking accounts at risk?
Okay, one of the most common mistakes is we see password reuse across different platforms. And if one of those get breaches, their banking credentials are at risk. Many also click on suspicious links or download unofficial apps. And surprisingly, users still skip two-factor authentication even though it's one of the easiest ways to protect an account.
Alright, thank you so much, Miss Naziatul, for your answer. Okay, now we're moving on to the second question for Miss Zera. Can you share a real-world example of a cybersecurity breach in digital banking and what can we learn from it?
Okay, let's answer the question. In 2022, a local user lost 20,000 after installing a fake banking app shared through WhatsApp. This shows the importance of downloading apps only from official sources. We also had a case where victims were tricked into giving away their TAC codes during fake security checks. The lesson here is never share code or OTPs with anyone, even if they claim to be from the bank or SME police officer.
Alright, thank you so much, Ms. Zera, for the answers. Now, let us proceed with the third question for Ms. Naziatul. Do you think banks should make cybersecurity awareness part of their brand identity to build customer trust?
Absolutely. Trust is everything in digital banking. If customers don't feel safe, they won't engage. So yes, cybersecurity should be part of a bank's brand through clear policies, secure user experience, and constant education. It's how we show we take protection seriously.
Alright, thank you so much, Miss Naziatul. Now, for the last questions for our session today. If you could give one key piece of advice to financial institution and one to customers about cybersecurity, what would it be? We will start with Miss Zera first.
Okay, for the question that moderator asked, my answer I have to be two, which is for banks and customers. For the banks, maybe the banks will regularly update and simplify security message for users or work closer with authorities to fight fraud networks. As for the customers, always verify before clicking. 1 second of caution can prevent serious loss. Also, never act on fear, false things and verify before responding to any banking related messages or even calls. That's all from me.
Alright, thank you so much, Ms. Zera. Now, Miss Nazia.
Okay, my advice to financial institution: invest just as much in user education as in your technology. The human factor is still the weakest link. And to the customer, don't assume something is legit just because it looks real, and always double check your bank through official channel.
Alright, thank you so much, Ms. Naziatul. Alright, that brings us to the end of our forum on cybersecurity threats in digital banking today. It's been a very insightful session. I'd like to sincerely thank you to our panelists, Ms. Naziatul and Ms. Zera, for sharing their valuable perspective with us today. To our audience, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you're living with a better understanding of how to stay safe while navigating the digital financial world. Until next time, stay alert, stay secure, and thank you once again. Assalamualaikum and goodbye.
But I recently came across a forum discussing cybersecurity in digital banking. One of the panelists mentioned that many users fall victim because of the emotional manipulation like fear and urgency, while another highlighted the need for banks to include awareness as part of their brand identity. Do you agree that emotional awareness is just as important as technical security in preventing cybercrime?
Yes, I do agree, because emotional awareness is just as important as technical security. Many cyber criminals use fear, urgency, or even trust to trick users into making quick decisions. So, while strong systems are essential, educating users to pause, think, and recognize emotional manipulation is equally critical in preventing cybercrime.
Okay, next we came to the last question. What is your advice to users to stay safe while using digital banking service?
Okay, first is to always use strong, unique passwords and enable two-factor authentication. Next is to never click on suspicious links or respond to email or text asking for your bank details. And also to always avoid using public Wi-Fi for transactions, and make sure your device is always updated with the latest security patches.
Thank you so much for your time and your valuable insights. That's all for today's interview. Stay safe and remember, awareness is the first step to protection. Thank you.
Hello everyone, it's me again. So yesterday we have shared some interview session with an expert from bank security team. So today we gonna hear a debate about digital banking. Come.
Welcome to today's debate on the motion: should digital banking prioritize convenience over security? Debater A supports convenience while debater B argues for security. Let's begin. Let's start with debater A.
Thank you, moderator. In today's fast-paced world, people want fast and easy transactions. Digital banking should reflect that. When apps have too many login steps or delays, users get frustrated and may turn to less secure alternatives. Biometrics like facial and fingerprint recognition already offer convenient and safe access. We should focus on improving the user experience, not complicating it. If digital banking becomes too difficult, people won't use it.
Thank you. While convenience is valuable, security must come first. Cybercrime is rising, and one wrong click can lead to financial disaster. In 2024, Malaysia lost over 1.22 billion ringgit Malaysia to online scams, many through digital banking. Two-factor authentication and extra steps may seem annoying, but protect against phishing, malware, and identity theft. A little inconvenience today prevents regret tomorrow. Losing money or identity is worse than a 10-second delay.
I agree, security is important, but making banking hard to use and drives people away. Balance is the key. We already have strong tools like biometrics and AI to detect fraud while keeping the experience smooth. Too much friction harms adoption.
Debater A mentioned biometric and AI, and yes, those are helpful. But even the best technology can replace good security habits. Hackers don't sleep. They constantly find new ways to trick users. That's why we need strong multi-layered protection, even if it means extra steps. Security isn't optional, it's its responsibility.
Thank you, debaters. While convenience attracts users, cybersecurity threats are growing. Digital banking must evolve with the strong foundation of security, even as it aims to stay user-friendly.
As we wrap up, let's go through the key takeaways from everything we discussed. The first, always be cautious with suspicious emails or messages. Understand how phishing, malware, and scams work. Use strong passwords and enable two-factor authentication. The fourth, mobile banking apps offer convenience but stay alert to security risk. The last, education and awareness are the best tools to stay safe.
Also, don't click on unknown or suspicious links. Keep your banking app updated. And lastly, avoid using public Wi-Fi for financial transactions. Remember, cybersecurity is everyone's responsibility. Stay alert and stay protected.